I've mentioned a few times about this mystery eBay seller, and I've been buying a lot of stuff from recently, and like I said, I won't share the details because I want to be selfish. Because it's like they're picking my brain and it's just like putting stuff on what I've been thinking about, and it's really weird and uncanny. And this is no different. This big parcel is what came recently, and there's quite a bit in here. And the good thing is, it cost me just £19, and that includes postage. And there's a ton of stuff in here, so let's get started. So I've taken my dress off so I don't dox myself. See, that's a comic nerd joke there. Oh, I'm funny. Anyway, you know what's sad? I actually did make myself laugh. I was thinking about that joke about half an hour ago. Thinking, should I use it? No. Should I? I thought, yeah, fuck it. Let's go ahead. So, yeah, that's me. The first F bomb. Not even been a minute. Great stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and unwrap it. It's very, very heavy. It's a big beast of a boy. Very securely wrapped. I have cheated a bit. I've put like a few cuts marks on the tape now, so I can look really professional unwrapping it. Unlike my one that I did last night, where I didn't realise there was a pull tab, and I nearly broke all my nails on my hand. Oh, you know what? I thought I was being clever, but still struggling. But I'd rather struggle because it shows it's wrapped really well, and it is wrapped really well. Look at that. Okay. Oh God. Hey, oh God. Don't know my own strength. Ugh. Right, nearly done. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna have to use the magic of camera. Well, that literally just took a second. Bullshit. So I've finally got it open. And as you can see already, there's a lot of stuff in there. And I'd rather oh, more tape. Tape is the bane of my life. But I'd rather struggle knowing it's securely wrapped than that one unboxing video where quite a hard to find graphic novel came just in a little paper envelope, and it was hanging outside of the paper envelope actually. So this I'm very pleased with, and it's still more wrapping to go through. And I think this is a really fun mix of stuff what I've got here. And don't forget, including postage, it just came to £19. So we'll start with the one graphic novel I got, which is Hawkworld. This is one of my favourite minis from the late 80s, early 90s. It's one of the ones that came out not too long after The Dark Knight Returns. It's by Tim Truman with inks by Alfred Alcatena and Sam Parsons on colours. I adore Tim Truman. Around this time, I was really big fan of his work, what he did on Scout and also Airby and other Eclipse titles. This is just a wonderful, beautiful book. And I could have got the prestige formats, but I wanted it in the trade paperback like this because it just looks so nice altogether. That'll look really nice on my shelf. I'd say it's not a new book. It's in pristine condition. That is amazing. I'm really happy with that. So we move on now to the comics. And there's 24 comics. Again, £19 for all this. So first up, we've got the first collaboration by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. And this is Challenges of the Unknown. So got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All bagged and boarded. This was before either Jeff Loeb or Tim Sale were a name, and especially before they made a name as a collaborative team. So This is definitely going high up on my to read list. I've not read this in years, so I've got very, very vague memories of it. And when I saw it for the price I got it for, which was a ridiculous price, but I've got to snatch it up. So we go from the early days of Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale, so that's 1991. Move to something a bit later. It's about 2013 or thereabouts. And this was one of my favourite Image comics at the time, but I only had it at that time. I was just reading digital comics because I've told about my life story before about how I was divorced and I had nowhere. I was basically living at my dad's at the time. And this is like if it's basically like a hipster version of the X-Men. So there's no costumes. They live in there's two factions, but they all like live in one lives in one house and one lives in another house, kind of thing. And they're like, and it's just wonderful. It's by Eric Stevenson and Simon Gain on art. Simon Gain did a book recently, I think called Sunburn, which I did a review of a while ago. So I've got the full series, all 16 issues, and just look how beautiful they are. A little bit of ultra violence on there. I adore this series. I will be doing a review of it once I've read it again. It was just, for me, this like paved the way for like a lot of the stuff what Kieran Gillen's doing now. So I've kind of gone backwards. That's the last. Let's just shuffle it around again. We'll start with number one. It's got number one, number two, number three, and again all bagged and boarded, which is really nice. 5, number 6. I love the design of the covers as well. I love how they didn't stray away from this design. This is how the Ultimate line wish they could have done the cover designs. This is how you do text heavy with just stylistic little inserts of a picture there. Wonderful. Number 9, number 10. It was just achingly hip, but in a good way. I absolutely adore this series. This Simon Gaines should be huge. Unfortunately, for some reason he's never really caught on. He's for me, he's as good as people like he's like a curious mix of Hayden Sherman and oh fuck, his name escapes me. The one who did the Flash, and he did a series recently with James Robinson. Nope, brain fart, gone. He did the Flash anyway with Jeff Johns. But yeah, so really happy with that. So got 16 of They're Not Like Us, the full set Challenge of the Unknown, and one of my all-time favourite books, Hawk World. So hope you enjoyed that. Of course, there will be more videos because, of course, I'm being paid tonight. So, of course, first thing I'll be doing is going on eBay, going onto my favourite sellers page and buying more stuff. Plus, there is a book coming from me what I ordered last night, which if you follow me on Threads, you'll know what it is already. But if not, tough shit. You'll have to wait until I post it on here. Okay, bye.